You may have heard of the 5 love languages by Dr. Gary Chapman. This is essentially how we show or speak or would like to receive love. But did you also know that there are 5 apology languages? Also by Dr. Gary Chapman. Hi, I'm Em and I am a relationship coach at Stories After Swipe Right Coaching. Make sure you are subscribed to our channel where we talk about all things love and relationships, minus the BS. Stay with me until the end of the video for a gift and let's discover your apology language. Some relationship conflicts drag out because one party feels like they did not get the apology they needed, while the other party feels like they have already said sorry many times. If we take a closer look at this might just mean that the person apologizing is not speaking their partner's apology language. And pretty much like a real language, not speaking your partner's apology language can lead to misunderstanding and more conflicts. So what do we mean when we say apology language? Essentially, these are ways that you prefer to give or receive a sincere sorry or apology. For you, for example, a sorry might be verbally asking for forgiveness, as in, will you forgive me? For your partner or for other people, it might be making up for the mistake through action or service or gift. And the 5 apology languages are: number 1, expressing regret, as in, I feel ashamed for how I hurt you or for hurting you. Number 2 is accepting responsibility, like I was wrong for doing that, it was my mistake, my bad. 3 is genuinely repenting. For example, I can only imagine the pain I've caused you. Next time, this is what I will do instead. Number 4 is making restitution. This is how I will make it up to you, or let me make it up to you through this. And number 5 is requesting forgiveness, as in, will you forgive me for my mistake? We will talk about these apology languages one by one in just a little bit. But first, let's take a look at this example. So Kathy and Ben, they're married and they got into a huge fight because Ben forgot that it was their anniversary. This is a grave mistake, okay? So please don't commit this. This is just for examples purposes. But yeah, Ben's apology language, meaning the way he shows someone that he is sorry, is by, say, accepting responsibility or owning up to the mistake. While Kathy's apology language, on the other hand, is making restitution or needing to see someone make up or take action to correct the mistake. So Ben apologizes to Kathy and tells her that, it's my fault. I didn't mean that. I was wrong. It was awful of me to forget our anniversary. But, Ben does not know that Kathy's apology language is making restitution. So he thinks that just admitting the fault is enough and that Kathy should forgive him. Kathy, on the other hand, is also not aware that Ben is very sincere because he is speaking his apology language. Kathy feels that this is not the apology she wants because she doesn't understand it. It is not in her language. It is very helpful to know and be aware of you and your partner's apology language so you can express your apology better and you can also receive an apology better. Okay, so let's dive in the 5 apology languages. The first one is expressing regret. Okay, so this apology language is usually straightforward and simple. It is expressed simply in saying, I'm sorry, I hurt you, or I feel bad for doing this or for not doing this, I'm sorry. This is actually not easy for a lot of people, as simple as it may sound, because showing regret means showing humility and showing vulnerability. But it's important to be brave and admit guilt and recognize the pain that you have caused the other person. The second one is accepting responsibility. For example, I'm sorry for doing that. I should not have done that, and there's no excuse for it. So accepting responsibility is all about showing accountability for the mistake or the wrongdoing. It's not just acknowledging the mistake, but actually owning up to it without being defensive or without making excuses for yourself. If your partner speaks this language, it is important to set aside your pride or ego to resolve the conflict. So for example, the wrong way to apologize is, I'm sorry, but you triggered me, or I'm sorry, but you've done this and that. That's why I did this. Okay? So accepting responsibility is apologizing with taking accountability for the mistake that you have made. The third one is genuinely repenting. So as in saying, I'm genuinely sorry for doing this or for not doing this. Next time I promise to do this thing instead so it won't happen again. This language, it's not just about acknowledging the mistake, but it's more about committing to do better in the future. Okay? The key is to verbalize and express your desire to change and not let it happen again. Okay, so it's apology coupled with a commitment or a promise to make sure that it doesn't happen next time or that you do better next time. And number 4 is making restitution. So like, I'm so sorry for doing this or not doing this. I will make it up to you by doing this instead. Or here's what I can do to make it right. This apology language is about showing your sincerity through your actions, putting efforts to make things right. And if this is your partner's apology language, words will not be enough for them. Like my example with Kathy. You will need to express your apology through making an effort or taking action. So for example, in the scenario that I've given earlier, Ben and Kathy, Ben forgot their anniversary and Kathy was upset. Knowing that Kathy's apology language is making restitution, what Ben can do is ask for forgiveness and express to Kathy that this is what he's going to do instead. For example, Kathy, babe, I'm so sorry that I forgot our anniversary. It was wrong of me to do that, and I know that it is my fault. I will make it up to you by booking a reservation, let's say a dinner reservation at our favorite restaurant, and I will take care of everything, and I will buy you a nice dress and, make sure that we can celebrate our anniversary in some other way. Again, I'm truly sorry. So if Ben does that, Kathy is assured that he will put in the work or he will, put action or take action in showing his sincere apology. So when your partner is, speaking the language of making restitution, it's always important to show your apology by doing something to make up for the mistake. And the last one is requesting forgiveness. Like, I'm so sorry for doing this or for not doing this. I hope you will forgive me. I understand if it is difficult right now to do that, but when you are ready, will you please forgive me? Requesting forgiveness means giving the person from whom you're asking forgiveness the time to process whether or not they want to forgive you. Okay? This gives them a safe space and an opportunity to really understand how they want to move forward with the issue. Because, sometimes people don't like being forced into forgiveness. For example, your apology language is requesting for forgiveness, right? And your partner who, made a mistake or had done a fault, tried to make restitution, gave you flowers, gave you gifts, took you somewhere else, but did not exactly request for forgiveness or gave you time to process everything and to forgive. So one might feel pressured into forgiving when they're not yet ready. One might feel that they're not actually giving them the space or the opportunity to grant the forgiveness or to allow for the other person that was hurt to truly come from a genuine place of forgiveness. So those are the 5 apology languages. And these apology languages are not always exclusive. You know, you might have 2 or 3 that you are leaning more towards, but definitely you will have a more dominant apology language, or, you know, we can say a mother tongue, because this is what you speak often, or this is your default apology language. Now, why is it important to understand and learn your apology language as well as your partner's apology language? Well, you know, because we are human beings, we will fail and make mistakes in our relationships, and no relationship is perfect. You know, even my relationship is not perfect, but it's great. And knowing how to properly apologize will enhance your communication, your experience with your partner, and ultimately it will lead to faster and better resolution of your conflicts. Being able to apologize for your own mistakes as well as accept apologies is super important in really making your relationship stronger. It helps everyone involved, you and your partner, realize that their feelings of hurt are definitely valid. And you know, really apologizing shouldn't be too much to ask for in a relationship. Yay! You have made it this far in the video. Thank you so much for finishing the video with me. And because you have made it this far, I have a gift for you. You can claim your free relationship coaching session at our website, www.storiesafterswiperight.com. Okay, go ahead and visit our website. It is in the description box as well. Click and book your free relationship coaching session with us. Okay, so we hope that you have learned something new from this video. We hope that you have picked up something useful for your relationships. And I actually will also post Dr. Gary Chapman's apology language quiz if you are, you know, keen to learn or know what your apology language is. And yeah, that's it for this video. We hope that you have enjoyed this one, and we will see you in the next video.